dog owner like me, you know there's nothing quite like the bond between a person and their pup. They're our best friends, they're our protector, and for many, they're family. But for some, a dog can be so much more. Today, I'm bringing you a story about service, sacrifice, and second chances. I'm your host, Jessi Fillingham. Stay with me as we uncover some incredible work happening right here in St. Louis. Come on, Owen, come on, good job. Bridget, thank you so much for meeting with us today. I am so excited about what you all are doing. So tell me about what this process looks like that's a little different from maybe some other service dog training.
Through a lot of other organizations, like they have breeding programs, so there's a little bit more known about their genetics, and that plays a role in their temperament. And so then what we do is we do a series of temperament tests. It can take up to 4 weeks before we even decide if a dog should come into this building, and then they go through a quarantine program. They don't get to meet any other dogs yet. We will do DNA testing to get as much genetic information as we can. Then after that, it's all about what the world has taught them and seeing if they are resilient enough to overcome those things. And if they're not, then the service dog lifestyle is just not for them. And so, you just get to know the dog really well, and then you make a group decision from there.
For the dogs that stay in the program and make it all the way through to the end, how long of a process is that usually?
The initial assessment and getting to know you kind of period, we are not really focused on training, and so we exclude a little bit of that time. Once we make a group decision and we're like, okay, we're going to commit to this dog, that is their official start date, and then it goes into about an 18-month training program.
18 months?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow. So you're going to spend 2 or 3 weeks in Ohio in that veterans context so that you can train the dog in their new context. Is that right?
You got it. And so then our goal, as that dog is trained, we've mimicked as much of the environments that veteran visits and frequently goes to on a regular basis. So like grocery store, gun range was one. So now the next thing is we get him up there, we get him used to that space, and then we pass him on and transfer all of the skills so that veteran can then start to work with him, and then we coach the veteran because the dog's already trained for him.
And remind us, how much does this cost the veteran then for you all to be there in his space, his context for, you said 2 or 3 weeks, or her context? What does that cost?
Absolutely nothing. We cover all of those costs. So not only do we cover all of the training costs and the food and everything here, that's all on us. But another amazing part of our mission is that once the dog is placed with the veteran, we make sure that we cover all of that financial burden. So we cover all the dog's food, all of their vet care, all of their equipment, any pairing processes or graduation processes, everything is covered by the organization.
That is incredible. Brian, you have gotten to be front row seat to some of the transformation that these service dogs can have in the lives of the veterans. Are you able to share any of those stories with us?
We have great testimonials on our website, but one in particular, Clark, he's been in the program for quite some time prior to myself coming on board, but developing that personal relationship with him and hearing his story. Clark was a United States Marine, injured by stepping on an IED, lost both legs, so he's a bilateral amputee. Survived miraculously thanks to incredible care on the field and obviously when you get back into the States. But Clark really struggled to find purpose, to find really any sense of wanting to re-engage with friends, family, whatnot, while trying to process such a life-changing situation and injury. But just really seeing how Clark has re-engaged and his ability to get out and just be a part of the community again. We just get to play a role because we provide a dog that helps build that confidence.
Right. Brian, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today. It really is a privilege to get to learn about what you all do.
Thanks,
and
Jessi.
we appreciate it.
No, we appreciate it.
As we've seen today, Dogs for Our Brave isn't just about training service dogs, it's about transforming lives. For the dogs, it's a chance to go from rescuee to hero. And for the veterans, it's a chance to regain their independence, their confidence, and a renewed sense of purpose in life. And together, they are not just moving forward, they're thriving. Dogs for Our Brave is a powerful reminder that second chances can transform lives. And that's true for you and me too. So thank you for joining me today on The American Dream. Until next time, keep dreaming.